Oh, hey there. Chris here. Day 16 of 100 of making comics, where I spend at least 30 minutes a day working on comics, whether or not I get distracted, or life gets in the way, or work gets too busy. Just me making comics and doing cool things with art. How are you all? I've had a busy day. Of course, work. So there's 9 hours of my day just gone. Although it was pretty productive during the day. Been thinking a lot today about Brisbane Oz Comic Con coming up in less than a month now. It's daunting. Currently have no money to get myself there. Tables paid for, hotels booked, which I still owe money for, and flights currently non-existent. So unless I can find a way to walk there, not going to happen. So got me thinking, how can I raise the funds? At the moment, my bank's statements are just tight. I've got bills to pay. It just doesn't seem achievable at the moment. So I thought, well, what about doing a crowdfunder? I sort of thought about it, and I asked quite a few people what they thought of the idea. Just a guy asking other people to help me pay for my flights and for just to get myself to Brisbane for Oz Comic Con so I can promote my comic book. And it was sort of a 50-50 opinion from most people. They weren't some were like, oh yeah, it's cool, but you've been doing conventions all year, why can't you pay for it yourself? Of course, by doing conventions, it's a massive gamble, and this year, quite honestly, hasn't been a very profitable year. I've actually lost a lot of money just by doing this, but at the same time, I've built up a fan base, gotten people checking out work, met awesome people, networked, got potential jobs in the future, things like that. So in that side of things, it's fantastic. Currently, not so good. Towards the end, everything's a lot tighter than I sort of expected it to be. Especially working full time, I thought, I'll be fine, but no, it didn't quite work out that way. So I sort of bit the bullet and put one together. So as of about half an hour ago, I launched my first crowdfunder to help support myself to fly to Brisbane to go to Oz Comic Con and table there and promote my comic book. This will be the first convention ever where I'll not be pimping out my fan art. I won't be doing any new fan art for the show. I will have some fan art prints there, but it'll just be sort of leftovers that I've had from the past conventions that I'll just be wiping out. So I'll be discounting them massively just to get rid of them. I sort of feel bad just throwing them away, but people can still enjoy them. If I can make my money back from it, that'd be awesome. Ultimately, I just want to focus now purely on creator-owned products. Again, one of the reasons why I'm doing the mini comic, and mainly also The Legend of Rock. This table will be shared with my friend Matt, who's also sort of struggling a little bit. So hopefully this crowdfunder will, if it goes well, hopefully help both of us, safely get there and have a good time. For the most part, it's mostly just to sort of help me, but if I could help Matt, that'd be awesome too. I'll post links down into the bar. There are a whole bunch of incentives, mostly commission based. Also going to be putting together some postcards. So they'll be limited edition, designed purely for the crowdfunder. So if you want a postcard, they're only $5. So be cool to just do a whole heap of them and post them out. Otherwise, they're all mostly commission based. I will be thinking of a few different ideas, maybe some big commission jobs or something like that. if people want me to work on their comic books, I could do things like that. So that's pretty much what I spent most of my day doing. And now I'm sort of just about to do a little bit of client work, and it's pretty late now, it's nearly 10 o'clock, so I won't get a lot done, which means I'll probably get up early tomorrow to get onto it. But also, because I decided to do this, I didn't get to touch any of the layouts that I said I originally was going to do. Probably one of my biggest downfalls is I have a very short attention span, so when I have ideas, I tend to think they're amazing, and I just sort of dive right in and do it if I have the means to do it. If I'm lucky and I can't do it, the idea sort of just goes away and I get back onto the original idea, which would be the Legend of Rock comic. Unfortunately today it wasn't the situation. Did the crowdfunder, and that ate up pretty much my entire night, just getting it together, getting all the little nitty gritty bits down, and just making sure that the incentives just seemed worthwhile, and also just I didn't want to come off as this sort of needy desperado guy who just wanted your cash to fly away. I mean, this is something I want to build a career out of. Conventions is one of the ways I want to do that, by networking myself, meeting new people, and getting myself out there and getting people to notice me. If I can do that, I think that's going to be a massive step to me finally quitting my job and going freelance. And hopefully that's the case. So we're going to make this a massive convention and just make it as fantastic as I can. Especially the last convention I had was a big pile of doo-doo. So I really want to make this one worthwhile. And plus it's been, nearly 8-9 years since I've been to Brisbane, so it'd be nice to go back there. As much as I hate hot weather, it'd be nice to go back there, and I've got a few friends up there. It'd be nice to see them again if I get the time. So yeah, that's pretty much been my day, is getting that ready. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow morning I'll be up bright and early working on some pages before I go to work. Otherwise, that's sort of been my day. I did manage to do some sketches last night for the mini comic. Again, maybe just a few little basic sketches. Also trying to decide on the layout of the book that I'm going to do. Can't decide if I'm going to do it a flat out A6 book. So just sort of, this sizing, but smaller, so about that. Or if I want to do a square book and just keep it one basic panel layout for every page. So rather than changing it up, it'll just, as you turn it, it'll all look the same. Just the content in each panel would be different. I think that might be a cool way to do it. It'll be something different, something I haven't done before, so that'll be a little bit of a challenge as well. So I'm restricting myself with what I can do. I might do like a couple of splash pages, but if I do, that'll mainly be like for title pages, because then I can use up the whole page and be a little bit more dynamic with it. But being a mini comic, I feel that I'm not going to have to be too crazy on the backgrounds and that. So with the panels being like that, that could be a good way to do it. Also considering down the track how I'm going to get it printed, how that's going to affect printing costs and things like that, and also page count. I'm probably looking at around 20 pages, but I might go over depending on how the story goes, especially because I'll be losing panels if I just do the 4-panel layout as well. So a few little things to consider there before I sort of really get stuck into it. And again, Legend of Rock currently is priority, as well as Kill the Hero. Because I was sick, had the Bucks night and that, I felt fallen way behind, and it's really sort of done my head in, and I feel really bad about that, especially because I've got other people relying on me to get the work done for them. But it also falls back on me too, being the artist. So yeah, that's been my day. I probably should go. I've been rambling for a little while now. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it, all you guys coming back, listening to the videos. Please, again, feel free to comment if you've ever got any questions or you just want to say hello. Hit me up. I'd love to chat. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for all your subscriptions. Again, I'll post notes down about that pledge the crowdfund down the bottom there. So if you can find it in your hearts to even just ship me $1 or anything, every little donation is really appreciated. That'll be going on till the end of September as well. So, the end of this month. So you'll have about, I think it's 26 days that it's running for. So it's not a big one. Hopefully I can reach the goal and get myself over to Brisbane. Alright guys, have a good night. Thanks. Bye.